We are live.
We are. Hello, Roger.
I feel like we've lost our energy because so much excitement. Hello, everybody. Once again, this is Roger and Alexandre with great combos where we always say whether
Whether
you
you
agree
agree
or
or
disagree,
disagree,
you can always find great combos. Well, it's over.
It's over. The World Championship is
Whew.
over. Let's go walk over
Yes,
here
okay.
where the room where the championship has happened.
Yes.
I just received a gift from someone. Merci.
Yes.
So here's the room, Marquis room. It was
Right.
huge. How many people? About 2,000 people
Yep,
in the room.
around almost 2,000 people were here to witness history as we crowned a brand new world champion of public speaking. And could we say her name?
Of course.
Might as well.
Luisa Montalvo. Bravo, Luisa. We met. Yep. We met her in one of our lives just 2 days ago. She was right here. So and it was what a beautiful speech. We can touch on that in a minute. But I want to start with her acceptance speech.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not rare to have these champions tear up a little bit, but she was so touched by what has
most definitely. And I think, listen, I even got emotional when I listened to her, when I saw what she had just been through. Her mother had passed away about a month and a half ago. And to be able to be on this stage after everything that she has been through and to win it all, I mean, that's a testament to her.
Yeah.
And her resilience in that moment.
Exactly.
Right.
And she does speak about what she's been going through during her speech.
Let's turn us around because you see as everybody is starting to head on in their nice outfits right now.
This is going to be the president's celebration and inauguration tonight. So I think everybody can go to the inauguration, but only a select few who have a golden ticket can go to the dinner. This is the gift
that's a gift you just got.
Right.
No, but Alex, let's just talk about this for a second. I mean, we've built up the hype all week with regards to the semifinalists and those who have been competing here for the opportunity to become world champion. And then we had a little bit of controversy.
Are you talking about some disqualifications?
Some disqualifications.
Right.
I mean, so this is the hardest thing to have happen
in this contest. They are. Sorry, I'm moving the camera because I'm trying to hold with my other arm.
There you go.
In timed contests, there must be consequences for going overtime. Sometimes we lose points in some competitions. In this one, if you go overtime more than 30 seconds, disqualification.
Yeah.
And before announcing the results, the contest chair announced there were two disqualifications.
And it's such a heartbreaking feeling when you know you've worked so hard to get to this point and to lose it on something that is actually controllable.
That's right. So it's like 2 or 3 seconds maybe, and it does the difference between maybe the title of world champion of public speaking and
not even being mentioned at all.
That's right.
Right.
Now, there are, we don't know exactly who it was. Well, we can figure it out by looking at the replays, right?
Right.
But we know a lot of people in the room believe who went overtime and what might have happened if he had not been overtime.
Yeah.
But whatever the case, I've been going around, and the one person where we think whom we think went overtime but was an audience favorite is Ferzi Gotuako.
Yeah. He did a fantastic job tonight, and I got to give a shout out to Ferzi as well, because it's not only that he had a wonderful final speech, but he came in with that full momentum on his semi-final speech, which was amazing on its own. When you have something like that, you have the crowd going crazy for you. You hear the applause, you hear the jubilation and the laughter with your speech, and you feel like you came off that stage. Oh, I got this.
Yes.
To know that a couple seconds made the difference,
and it was probably the underestimation of the laughter that he was going to get. It was supremely funny, and the laughter not only lasted longer than he would have expected, I suppose, but there were more So imagine you make one funny thing, and then people laugh, and then you keep going, and then people laugh again. Well, it was like every sentence that he added was even funnier than the previous one. So people laughed and laughed and laughed, and then when it was the end, it's like laugh and applause, right?
And here's the thing, I learned that this is a lesson for everyone. We're here as two champion speakers. Here's the lesson to learn if you are competing at this level, or in any contest for that matter. Remember this: sometimes what you practice, how you practice, may alter depending on when you deliver that speech. You might get a laughter here, you might get an emotional moment in your speech, but you are not an entertainer. You are a speaker. First and foremost, you need to know when the clock is there, the time, and know when to wrap it up, so to speak. And somebody taught me that eons ago. I was on that same side at one point where I went over 2 seconds in a speech contest, and they said you're not an entertainer. Entertainers love the laugh, the claps.
What's it called? Milking the moment.
Milking the moment. Right. But as a Toastmaster, or even in these type of speech contests, you must know when to silence those things and keep it moving, right? And I think that in this case, he was not expecting this many laughs in it, but it was phenomenal.
It was superb. I really enjoyed it at the time.
So good.
Look, I had listened and I had watched Fursey's speech before in advance, and that was already very funny before. But then he put even more in, so it was absolutely amazing to watch this.
It was absolutely amazing. I thought that he did a fantastic job. And look, I'm going to give it credit to everybody. You made it to this stage. I think everybody did a fantastic job here today. They put on a performance. They went out there. They did their very best. And as we say, only 3 people can walk away with the trophies, one being the world champion of public speaking. Right.
There were 8 finalists, and 8 were absolutely phenomenal. It was super. I think it was like a textbook example of what we can do when we work so hard on one speech.
Right.
So we mentioned Luisa Montalvo, first place. We could mention in second place was Hannah Cheng.
Hannah Chen.
That we did mention a few days ago with her difficult topic in the semifinals.
That's right.
And in third place
was Angelique Fitch.
Raven Fitch.
Raven Fitch. Yes, that was it. Let's get it correct. Shout out to all 3 ladies again for the second time in history.
Third time.
Is it third time?
No, it's the third time.
Three ladies?
3 women, yes. First time was in 2018. Second time was last year. Last year.
That's right.
Yeah, we had Jocelyn and Mariam.
We had all 3. That's right. We did. We did. So my apologies. For the third time in history, we have had all 3 women on the podium.
Now, Roger,
amazing.
Last year when that happened, I recall someone online saying, well, it's so great to see that women are now not only competing more, but winning more. And then there was a question, like this sort of controversial question, almost like trying to put a bait in. So this is someone saying, well, what's wrong? Is it because the judges are biased in favor of the women? What's wrong? Why don't men win? And another man answered, well, maybe you just need to do a better speech.
That's it. That's it. It's plain and simple.
If you want to win, you need to do a better speech.
They were deserving.
Absolutely.
In this case, clearly, again, we don't know what would have happened had we not had the other disqualifications. We don't know what it might have been, where those others would have ended up, but the decision is final, as they say, and these are our winners. And so congratulations to the newly crowned world champion of public speaking, Luisa
Montalvo.
There we go.
So, Roger, did you notice any difficult or controversial subjects in these speeches?
I don't know if there was anything that was over the top.
Yeah.
I would put it that way. I don't think there was anything that was over the top with regards to these particular speeches. I think a lot of them wanted to come in with something very uplifting.
Yeah.
Now, maybe Mark was tough. I mean, hearing his speech right from the beginning, talking about the fact that, his stepfather was murdered.
Right.
I mean, right away you get that, ooh, almost, my God. But outside of that, I don't think I did. Did you see anything?
Well, yeah.
Would you say that there was something that really hit
Yeah,
you?
sometimes we'll say, don't speak about politics, religion, or sex. There was some religion. So Louisa.
Oh, Louisa.
Right. So Louisa speaks about
that's another one.
Her accident. Yeah. And being what her heartbeat stopped. Her heart stopped beating for 6 minutes. And then, and this is a beautiful moment, when she goes into she says something like, this is how I imagine the conversation went between
God and herself.
My God
and
myself.
Herself. Yes.
And then she says, I say my God because I don't want to offend anyone. I want to offend everyone. Now that was great. Got a great laugh.
Yes, it did.
I think it was, it's a humorous way to talk about God and religion.
Right.
And so for people who don't believe in God, they can go, okay, yeah, she's making almost
light
fun
of it. It's almost a lighter moment of it.
Right.
But I even liked how she interacted it afterwards with St. Peter and God and herself, and having that nice little conversation there, and then bringing it back after. It was beautiful.
By the way, that's a very interesting way of including content that is factually untrue, but that is true to her.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't say, I saw God and I did this. No. So, because she could have done it that way. Mm-hmm. If she truly believes that she was in front of God and that conversation happened.
Right.
But the way that she introduced it was much lighter.
Yes.
So if she was, if she was in a church, maybe she would approach it differently. Maybe she would say, I saw God, literally. Right. But by doing it this way, it's much lighter and we can get everybody on board.
Right.
So, beautifully done.
Yeah, most definitely. Again, kudos to all the contestants and the hard work that they put in. I don't think we can take away from that.
No.
Alex, I think we have to always remember how difficult it is to get to this level, right? It is not easy. And for those of you who have, like ourselves, who have made it multiple times, it still was not easy. Hello, hey, how you doing? There's one of the semifinalists right there. How you doing, Tremaine? Doing well?
Yeah, I'm good.
Everything went. Let me just say the name right. How to say name? Tremel. That's all right. Tremel. Sorry, Tremel. You were one of the semifinalists.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to ask you real quickly, what did you feel about seeing the performances today on stage?
The finals?
Yes.
Yeah, it's always a great opportunity to see how other people utilize, their skills and how they use their stories. I think it's a great opportunity to look at what you had planned to give if you've been on that stage, and then reflect in your mind real time, like, oh, maybe I could try that. Maybe I could use that, or maybe I can improve on that. So I thought it was a tremendous kind of mindset opening of thinking about, even when you think, you're doing pretty good, give you an idea of how you can improve even better. And I think that's what comes when you kind of gather in community and see what else other people are doing. So I think it was great.
By the way, you're saying about, sorry, I'll take it back so we hear me.
Yeah.
You said thinking about what you would have given at the World Championship. Now, Roger, yesterday, very late, I saw Tremel and Harriet, another semifinalist, giving their speeches to each other, and with a very small crowd that was here, just to have like a small showcase.
Very nice.
Of a speech that you had prepared for months.
We had a little bit of wine, and we decided that, why not? Let's do a pop-up showcase.
Yeah.
Right.
So people were walking around. So people started looking around like, what's going on? And they paused and they started listening. So it was just like ignoring it and just being in the moment, giving our speech, no matter people walking behind us, around us. And it was just a fun, kind of whimsical way to work on a speech and relieve some pressure.
Now, this is a great idea. I remember in 2012 when I came just short of making it to the final.
Mm-hmm.
I met other people who were in my same condition. We had prepared a speech that we couldn't give. And so I don't think we had the time to do it, but we had that idea of let's have a parallel almost competition. I guess.
Right.
What do you say? Showcase?
I got a pop-up speaker showcase
Yeah,
where
that's
you're
good.
not selecting
So-
winners, you're just giving your message.
So this is a great idea that could be given to the future semifinalists as well. I think it's wonderful, even if it just stays between the finalists.
Absolutely.
I think so. Thank you very much, my friend. I'm glad, again, congratulations on making it to the semifinals of this year's competition.
Thank you so much.
All right, you did well.
Thank you.
Well, Ultraman.
Thanks. Take care.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Again, this. So we were talking about controversial speeches. We had the winner, the eventual winner, who had some of it. I said already, Mark as well, Williams had it as well in his. Did you find that there were any other ones that you could think of?
Well, there's one thing I want to mention. When we did this last year, when we were online and we did some reactions right after each speech.
Mm-hmm.
Every time that there was a reference to Toastmasters, we criticized it. It's not a great idea to speak about Toastmasters at the Toastmasters contest. Now there were at least two speakers
that did that today, and I cringed. I'll be honest with you, but one of them did it the right way.
Hannah Cheng. Yes.
Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's almost like it's a faux pas.
Yeah,
faux pas.
I was going to say taboo, but no.
Taboo
really.
faux pas.
It's
to use any reference of Toastmasters at this level. It's almost to say that we already know what we do at Toastmasters. Bring something that is more original.
It's almost pandering to the audience.
Exactly. Right. And so a lot of times it is seen as, you're trying too hard to bring back what we already know.
Right.
But tonight, Hannah actually did it very well, and she played on it because it looked like she was talking about a relationship that she was having with this gentleman.
Brilliantly done.
Brilliant.
And, most of it in the face, right?
Yeah.
To see she's with this Toastmaster colleague, and we can guess. Okay, she looks like she's very interested, and finally he's gonna ask her out. So I'm getting ready, and a beautiful.
I wasn't ready for it. I was ready yet.
And then he asks, "Would you like to prepare a speech next week?"
Yeah, she played on it really well. So shout out to Hannah for doing it correctly.
Yeah,
with something that normally is often said not to do.
Yeah, because in this case, it was just mentioning Toastmasters as part of her story rather than saying, "Oh, Toastmasters changed my life and it can change yours too."
Yeah.
Well,
and I think
that's
what happened with the first person. They brought it in a way that was telling us again about the different things that we do in Toastmasters, the clapping and all those other things that are not necessary. We already know what we're doing. But she played it off in a relationship style way. And you know what that reminded me of? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the same year with Ramona, the young Asian lady? What was her name?
Sherry Sue.
Sherry Sue. She
That's
did
right.
that.
That's right.
She did it with her relationship.
Yes.
Right? She did it with her relationship, and she talked about it from the perspective of giving him an evaluation for him. Do you remember that?
Absolutely.
So she as well did it an impeccable job of putting it in without making it stand out too much.
Exactly.
Right. Wow. We are done.
Yeah.
It is over.
It is over for the championship.
We finally crowned our newest world champion. So thank you very much, Toastmasters International. This conference has been absolutely amazing. Would you say so?
Yes, absolutely.
It has lived up to the hype.
The number of people present and the number of events and even the layout of this convention center here, it's easy to go from one place to another.
Yes.
And it is so large in the common area that it's very easy to also meet other people and to network.
We're going to walk over here. Yep, we're going to walk over here for a second. Hold on a second here. We are going to walk over and we're going to meet one of the winners.
Oh,
look at this. Come here. So we're gonna turn this around here.
Hi, I'd like to thank.
Come on. Hold on. We're gonna get you to stand up.
We are live on
What is
Facebook,
this?
LinkedIn, and YouTube.
Okay, they can't see this.
Here we go.
You got to get hubby and best friend in.
Here we go.
Okay, so can I just give you the 411 on what's happening? So I didn't buy tickets to the dinner. So guess what? We're just going to go meet. I'm not going to name names. We're just going to go to Morton's. 3 of us are just going to go. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to go to the dinner.
It's okay.
I can't even buy tickets.
Why
What about
don't
you guys?
Why don't you tell me how you felt about hearing your name?
I felt, you know what? Surprised,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel. Oh, wait, is this live?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. I was going to
Facebook.
say. I was going to say the word. Okay, so here's the thing, and I said it on stage. There's 30,000 people. But let's put this into context. There's 30,000 people that started this.
Mm-hmm.
I came here one of 28, and then I was one of 8, and now this is number 3.
One of 3.
They're in the world.
You know what? I got lucky. Sometimes I think, because there were so many wonderful speeches and everything, I feel blessed. I feel fantastic. I feel great.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. To be on this stage and to place in the top 3, here we are. You got 3 of us who have done it now, standing in front of you here. I mean, you're in good company. You're in good company.
Okay.
All right.
Good company.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate you. Guys are amazing.
Thank you.
You guys are so amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are so amazing. That's my AI voice. That's my AI voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Seriously. We will be in touch.
Yes, we will.
I'm a big fan. And so anyway, we're going to.
Thank you, Anjali.
All right.
Okay.
That's Anjali.
Now, if Anjali mentions that was my AI voice, it's because that was part of her
Her
speech.
Yes, it was.
A great speech. Like, really, I don't know if we spoke about the conversational, natural, the word I'm looking for, style.
Style. Yeah.
Conversational style
Mhm.
of Louisa.
Mhm.
But we could also mention the same thing about Anjali.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like no big theatrics,
Nope.
just speaking what happened. So I'm very happy to see that this style is rewarded
Mhm.
in this year's championship.
Mhm. Yeah.
Especially Louisa, who because of her accident that she had, she was in a wheelchair. So the only movement on stage that she did was stand up for a while and then sit down. No big movement, even with the chair. No, I was wondering, is she going to roll around like Mark Hunter? Exactly.
Right.
But no, she did not. And still, I was enthralled. Just the softness of her voice.
Yes.
And
yes. No question about
precision of her words
Mhm.
and the beauty of her message.
Yeah.
That
Most
was
definitely.
That was there.
Most
So
definitely. It was brilliant.
I'm just moving you here because we're not well lighted. But I did want to touch on the subject of Anjali's speech because she mentioned artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
The speech title was "Replaced by Sophia," and she mentions how she lost her job and was replaced as Sophia, not another person, but
artificial intelligence.
Just for the work that she does with voice. With her voice, she does voice acting.
That's right.
And so in her message, I won't go in the details of the speech, but can we be replaced by machines?
I listen. I will say this: there is only so far you can go with the replacement of us as humans in that particular field. But like she said, you miss out on the emotional side of it.
Right.
And her speech was about that as well. So I love that.
A key line was when you compare the voice of an artificial intelligence with the voice of a human. With the voice of a human, you can hear the heartbeat.
That's right.
Behind the words.
Yeah, behind the voice. Alex, what a time we've had. I mean, I know we've been live here. We've been trying to grab as many of the winners as we could. What do you got? Any last words just now that we're wrapping up here?
Well, yes. So we've done some live this week. I would like to know if you're watching this, listening to this, let us know in the comments if this sort of pop-up live presentation, if you enjoy it, if you think we should do more of them, especially when we're together in person. It's even
yes,
more,
of course.
more fun.
Let us know. And again, thank you very much, Toastmasters International, for putting on an amazing convention. 100 years, the historical convention. Great job by all of our semifinalists and finalists of the World Championship of Public Speaking. We are Roger and Alexandre
of the Great Convos podcast,
where we always say,
Whether you agree or disagree,
you can always find
great
combos.
See ya.
See ya.